This is my foundation.
This is my foundation.
Esta es mi fundación.
This is my foundation.
We are your Christian Church Foundation. For 50 years, we've been helping disciples make a difference forever. Jim Reed, our founding president, used to say, gifts aren't made to the Christian Church Foundation, gifts are made through the Christian Church Foundation. All of us, I believe, want to leave some kind of legacy, a lasting witness beyond our lifetime. The largest gift that my wife Judy and I will ever give will come from our estate. And we know that by leaving that gift through the Christian Church Foundation, not only will the money be managed well, but the causes that we love can continue to depend upon our support.
In its early years, the Christian Church Foundation was blessed with great leadership. Spencer Austin, Mary and Theodore Beasley, John Compton, Harry Ice, Othel and DeWitt Brown, they built this foundation to serve the whole church, to be an honest broker that raises money for other ministries. In fact, in its formative years, the foundation was funded entirely through mission dollars and offerings from congregations. Today, the foundation stands on solid financial ground, managing more than $400 million in both permanent funds and dollars owned by Disciples Ministries that are invested in the foundation.
Every year, the foundation distributes millions of dollars to Disciples' causes. The use of these dollars is as varied as the interests of the donors who provided these gifts, whether it be to support mission work in Africa or Asia, a CWF mission project, regional youth camps, care facilities, or training ministers, you name it. Disciples are there making a difference through their legacy gifts.
When we visit with donors, one of the important factors is to consider where they want their resources to go. So they make gifts through the foundation. We listen closely for what is important to them, and we help direct their resources to those places.
I've always had a world view. It first was the United States, but then it got to be the world. And we had the old National Geographics in the house that I would look at the pictures and all. And I was just always fascinated by knowing more about the people of the whole world. I feel that there's a great deal of need for churches working in the other countries.
With this in mind, the foundation walked Berdellis through the steps of setting up a permanent fund, a fund that would support the Week of Compassion and overseas ministries for years to come.
The permanent fund will carry on forever, whatever forever is, because it's not going to be expended, and I think in the end it probably would produce more stretched out rather than just dumping a large sum into one of the areas all at once.
Our development officers travel all over the country meeting with church leaders, trustees, assisting them in developing policies that will ensure that when members of their congregation leave gifts to their congregation, it will be a blessing and will enhance stewardship and not hamper it.
People do want the opportunity to be given the chance to say, I love this church, and I want to provide some form of a gift or a legacy for it. I know we always had a place for large gifts. We always had a place for people that would leave large amounts of money, but there's many, many people in the congregation who want to leave a gift. They're not sure how to do so.
I think permanent fund policies are critically important for congregations, both to allay the possibility of conflict when a gift comes to the church. They already know how that gift will be divided, will be invested, will be used to support and sustain ministry into the future. But it also is, I think, a standard by which individual members can use in their consideration of leaving a gift. They will feel more confident and trusting in the church's ability to receive their gift and then to be able to use it responsibly in the future.
I would say the foundation's help was indispensable in us developing our permanent fund policies. We had no idea where to start for this policy. We had no idea how to develop such a policy. There was no policy in place. The foundation gave us a variety of resources that were able to really assist us in making this all happen. We had individuals come to our congregation, helped us every step of the way from the standpoint of how to develop the policy, how to have the policy voted on and accepted by the church, and then how to market the policy. We could not have accomplished this without the foundation's assistance.
I have the rare and wonderful gift of being able to visit with people who want to be generous, who want to support ministry into the future, and to help them achieve those dreams.
An endowment for a congregation is either a really good thing or it can be a really bad thing. We want to make sure that it is a great resource for doing mission and ministry for that congregation. I believe the first step is to make sure that we have a good theological basis for our understanding of the purpose of an endowment fund. Congregations are not like endowing museums. An endowment or a permanent fund for a congregation is a tool for doing mission and ministry. It is the witness of that cloud of witnesses.
We've come to recognize that all congregations have life cycles, and sometimes a congregation decides to cease their visible ministry.
Our staff is available to help congregations consider what's the best faith statement, stewardship statement that they can make with that property, with those resources. And oftentimes it's a matter of ending that visible ministry and creating a legacy fund that will continue to impact those parts of the church that they have felt were important.
I want to thank you on behalf of all of our staff and our board of directors for the trust that you have placed in us. The gifts that you make through us, the investments that you place with us, we hold them in sacred trust. Our church has been blessed with many wonderful disciples. And over the last 50 years, it's been our honor and our privilege to work with many of them. Now, it's our turn.
For more information, please call us at 1-800-668-8016.